All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now 10 o'clock here on Thursday morning, August 1st. We're going to have and open up this work session. Miss Denny is still on vacation. She sends her apologies for not being here. And the only thing we got on the agenda is department updates. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to whom wants to start. Seth, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We're finishing up summer camp tomorrow.
Okay.
Then we're gonna roll into basketball registration. It starts on September the 3rd. And the other thing we have coming up September 7th and 8th, the community center will be closed. We'll be getting the floors stripped and waxed.
Are you doing the whole floors, the three
Every
bathrooms?
piece of VCT tile in the building.
Okay, good.
Closets, maintenance closet, concession stand, yes, sir.
Okay, that is good, and you sending that out, gonna get it on the web and all, where everybody knows it.
Yes, sir.
We close those times.
We'll get it on the website, Facebook, and we'll post it on the doors as well.
Is that still, that big scrubber we got, that thing still operating correctly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, okay.
We've had it maintenance. We had to put new batteries in it, and we got to change the squeegees. But other than that, it's been fully functional.
Any issues with equipment?
No,
Lawnmowers, tractors?
everything as of right now is up and running.
How long are you gonna keep the pool open?
We will close. Sunday is our last day for the pool.
This coming Sunday?
Yes, sir. We close that when school starts generally because the admission and the employees just go down dramatically.
Okay. Mr. Barnes, you got any questions for him? Sound good? All right, Roy, Mr. Dobbs, sir, how you doing with the tax assessor's end of the building now?
We're doing, other than computers working only about half the time, we're doing good. The people are buying and selling property real well. Surveyors are coming in like crazy. We sent the 2019 information over to the tax commissioner's vendor, so they're working on getting y'all consolidations for that. And through the modern technology that we now have, my staff is in there working hard on the 2020 digest.
Okay.
That's just hard to believe. 2020.
All right.
Now, one of the things that people love that we offer is the Q Public website and that wonderful aerial photography that everybody helped us with to get done is fixing to be visible probably within the week. And we're very excited about it. We had some pretty good stuff before, but now you got January 2018 photography, and the clarity is real good. And we're real tickled to be getting that out.
Isn't that LiDAR we were dealing with?
The LiDAR's still coming. The LiDAR left it a year behind, but the LiDAR is in the can. We've got it paid for. We're just waiting on delivery of the LiDAR, and then everybody, every city, everybody in the county will have LiDAR in our GIS information.
What's your timeline on the LiDAR? You got any idea?
We're still waiting on them to give us updates. When you work in such a big thing that we work with all the different counties, it just takes a while for them to say grace over it and get it out.
All right. All right. Anything, questions? Miss Darlene, good to see you here. You got any updates for the tax commissioner's office?
Well, Darren should be here in a moment.
We're
Still working on the digest and everything though, but everything's going good.
Okay. If you can do that any quicker, I appreciate it. Yeah.
He's walking in the door now. So.
There he is. Oh, I just asked Miss Darlene if you had any updates. Anything going on back there, Darren?
The digest.
Digest?
Which they're running numbers right now, and everything's looking good, and just waiting on the callback, some data. And then pulled our collection rate, and excluding 19, we're at 99%. With 19, we're at 90%, but we're not fully into 19 yet with real property and everything else. So.
Do you have any more issues with computers back there?
No.
Okay.
No, do you know anything? We got a tax sale Tuesday, which will be held downstairs for the first time, and the public's really excited about that. They understood why we did it and everything, and the surrounding counties are calling left and right wanting a copy of the resolution because they want to mirror that, do the same thing for safety reasons. And two, the expense you put into a tax sale. I mean, this one right here, advertisement alone was $12,000 something. And if it's raining, they walk away and the money's down the drain, so it just makes sense.
How many parcels, you know off the top of your head, not to hold you to it, how many parcels are putting the auctioning off?
That would be a Daniel question, because he's had full control of this tax sale. We actually took 2 tax sales and put it into one, because we had 4 altogether for the year. So we're doing two tax sales altogether. So instead of 4 or 2, but I'd say maybe, it's probably down to maybe 130, maybe. But I can't promise that. That's something we'd have to ask him, because he's been all over.
Okay.
He's been working nights, weekends, and everything. And then the Department of Motor Vehicles, that conversion went great, I think. I mean, it's a little slower, that's why you see lines, because there's a lot more screens you have to go into, and it's just for fraud reasons that they're trying to prevent. But it's gonna be a better system altogether. So, and then we're also in the new billing system for property. And the new website's going to go up, so.
Is it gonna get faster as people start
It's,
getting back on this new
yeah,
MVR system?
there's more screens we have to go into, like I said, just for fraud, to prevent fraud, but overall it's gonna be better, and they're aiming at 2021, start doing driver's license. So it's,
Here?
yes, sir, yeah. You'll get your original at your normal, like, Canton, or where is it, Blue Ridge?
Blue
And then
Ridge,
you'll get the file, like a address change, a renewal here at this office here, and we've outgrown our space, so to be able to cover all that, get on down the road, we'll have to look at that. But there's a lot of changes coming. The state's turning more and more responsibility over to us.
What kind of commission is the state giving you for handling all that?
Well, I don't even know. I mean, because we haven't even taken that on yet.
Okay.
So
I'm sure the state wouldn't expect you to do it for free, so I'm just gonna.
I hope not.
Okay.
We're trying to get their state retirement back for them, since they're going to take on state responsibility.
Yeah.
So that'd be a nice incentive.
Okay. Ms. Paula?
Human Resources has just been rolling along. We've got, we had 4 workers' comp claims in July. As far as I know, one's still, we haven't got all the results back, nothing serious. We had 7 new hires and 15 terminations. And the employee award for August will be Pam Eller from the probation. It's a state probation, but it's a county paid position. She's been here 10 years.
When the rec center shuts down, how many part-time are you gonna be coming in for termination? Or for whatever you wanna call it? Because you're gonna have a lot of part-time kids be going back to school, high school and college.
We're right around 13 or 14.
Okay,
You had a lot coming in for basketball and
yeah,
stuff.
okay. All right, anything else you got?
That's about it.
Mr. Nicholson, can you give us a heads up, maybe on Jones Mountain or a few of them we got moving around out here?
As far as EMA, everything's copacetic. We opened fire station in Jerusalem last week. Official had the open house. Tate fire station's moving along fine. We are in the final stages of the grant for 5 more generators. They always announce stuff at the first part of the month, so maybe within the next week we'll hear when they're gonna turn the money loose. And then on Jones Mountain, they're cleaning it up and fixing to put binder down today. I went up and looked just a few minutes ago. The spreader's there, and hopefully the topping goes down tomorrow.
Okay, the issue, and of course, the issue we had there, the company that was gonna do it, backed out on the company that was doing the construction up there at the last minute, and they had to scramble around and,
They
I
got
think, had to get another company in there, and that knocked us down about 3 weeks to get that changed out.
Kim and I have finished up phase 2 of the paving contract, and we plan to put it in the progress, whatever that last Thursday is, the 28th, 29th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
For
of
phase
August,
2?
yeah.
All right. You think we're done? Mr. Kimmer, how's the road? I hear you're doing some paving.
Yeah, we just got through with Smoky Hollow Road and Head Start Road, and we was down there last week and come out real well. We got it done, and then I contacted the stripers, and they should be here next week to stripe that. And then they're gonna stripe some that we've done around, on Town Creek Trail, and then when we've done some patching on Camp Road, they're gonna get that while they're here also. And, we completed phase 1 of Young Loop, which is from Henderson Mountain Road out to past the Fuller Mountain intersection. Got that tar and gravelled, and then we'll be doing phase 2, when the water line's gonna have to be moved on the other section.
Where's Philip on that? Have y'all heard any updates on the water line, getting that water line moved out of the road?
I haven't heard anything on that.
He was up there trying to get Lawson Federal finished
Yeah.
up, where we had to take that over.
So, as soon as the water line's taken care of, we'll start with phase 2 of Young Loop. And we also tar and gravelled Martin Road down here off of 515, from 515 to where it dead ends. And let's see, we're going to, that's what we've done so far this year.
Well, you did Mineral Springs, didn't you?
Well, Mineral Springs is coming up
Oh,
here in
okay,
the
I'm
next
sorry.
couple of weeks. We'll be getting Mineral Springs Road south, and that's from Salem Church Road over to the Allred Mill intersection.
Okay.
And then we've also got Penley Road off of Grandview Road, that we'll be doing that one. And then we're going to be doing some resurfacing there on Grandview Road when the dam project is complete or near completion.
Have you got any dates on when they're looking at getting that done? Because I'd sure like to get that road patched in
Yeah.
before wintertime gets here.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the contractor and get kind of a timeline and see if we can get that done before fall.
Can you get up there when you get some time, not do it tomorrow, but when you get some time next few weeks, get up there and look? Because if I'm not mistaken, on the other side of the dam, there's another slippage up there, isn't there?
I think there
Where
is.
those trucks have moved that. Well, I'll just go ahead and fix it all at one time, or at least get it patched in all at one time, and we'll
Yeah.
get it burned.
Somebody don't need any grinding on it, it's a lot of,
Up there.
That
Pretty
Grandview.
rough. Grandview is rough, those dump trucks are about running.
We're probably gonna have to do some milling.
Yeah.
But, and also we're going to be doing, the tar and gravel section of Monument Road, we're gonna be resealing that section before fall. The mowing, we're starting our 3rd round of mowing right now. We've been able to keep up with it this year pretty much, but, we're starting our 3rd round right now. And, all the grading is completed at the road department. We got all the gravel on the pad, got grass growing on the slopes. And, I'm working with Rodney now, and we're gonna be filing the NOT on the project here pretty soon.
All right. I know you bought a 3rd tractor for long arm. Did our long arm ever come in, or they still back with on that long arm for that tractor?
It should be ready anytime.
Good. Oh, they're putting it on now?
Yeah.
Okay. Rabbit Town Road, I was down there yesterday. When they're out in that area, be sure that gets on the list, knock that stuff back on Rabbit Town Road. It's coming over, and I know you're gonna be running them this winter on all roads to get the vegetation knocked back, but, are the other 2 tractors running all right?
One of them is, and one of them, we've got a little issue with a pump on the mower head, but we'll be getting it repaired here sometime next week. And they'll
Okay,
be
there was
both-
another one I was gonna mention to you, if you can get it on the list, but I know Rabbit Town Road was grown over. But while they're in there, they might as well,
Get the whole area.
get the whole area. Gosh, run that, been around so much, I might start writing them down myself. What else you got, brother?
That's about it.
Okay, any equipment issues other than that one long
No,
arm?
just the one long arm.
Okay. And it's the same type of long arm that we got on the other 2 eventually?
It is. This is John Deere. Both of them are John Deere's.
All right. Okay, Ms. Fay,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Everything's going good in the finance department. The 2018 audit is done. Everything's been filed with the state and copies to everybody that we need to send copies to. It sounds like the next thing we'll be doing is putting the 5-year history for the millage rate together, so that y'all can look at that and approve that for the 2019 digest. And this month, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'm gonna put together the 2020 budget calendar and send out budget requests, so we can, that'll be our next project.
Okay.
That's about it.
Rodney,
Yes, sir.
planning and development.
Moving along. got several projects that are coming in that we're working with right now. Buildings, permits are still going well for this time of the year. Our new software package is being implemented and the data is being transferred over to it, and some of the tax parcels are being updated as we speak. The census is on go. Everything's looking good for a proclamation to be with the commissioners sometime this fall, I think September. They're also scheduling a meeting with the Pickens family connections downstairs. And so everything's moving forward with it. The landfill's doing very, very well. We're 4 months with no problems, so hopefully with 2 more months of no problems, we can go back to quarterly inspections instead of monthly inspections.
How's the mowing? How's the vegetation up there?
The mowing will probably be getting it mowed again within another 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully, I'm trying to just wait as long as I can and knock it out so I don't have to do it twice more for this year. But EPD is supposed to be going up there the 18th, so I might go ahead and mow it before they get there and inspect it.
All right. On the water department, I know Philip's out on the field right now to catch information, but the engineering company wanted to keep that treatment plant up there 2 more weeks. EPD wanted some numbers. The way this system can operate, and with the state of Georgia having such the rules that are set up with the state of Georgia, this thing is designed to run by itself. But EPD does not want you to run the water plant unless somebody's sitting there at the time you turn the switch on to the time you turn it off. Somebody has to sit there. So they're at this time looking at this plant for another 2 weeks to run it above and beyond to where we go ahead and see what EPD, if they're even considering changing some of the regs on these type of plants, water treatment plants for surface water. So, you know, we can always hope to that point. Other than that, what I got from Philip here yesterday was he's Lawson Federal, I believe it's Lawson Landing, Lawson Federal, that in that area up in there, that's coming along real good, trying to knock that out. And then he is trying to work on the road you just have finished paving down Interstate Mountain, yeah, and trying to get that all done. And what else was he going? I can't remember. There was another
He's
one.
got one other project besides that, I can't remember what it is.
And but there, some things are brewing out there, and the guys have been putting in meters like crazy, so that's a good thing.
And you also got that section of line replaced on Henderson Mountain.
Yeah, he put in as y'all remember, for the last 2 years, been having a lot of issues with that water line up Henderson Mountain between the 2 tanks. And the crew come in there and moved it, got it, another one of these water lines that's in the road, got it out of the road, moved it over and used a welding type pipe and replaced it to get it out of the road and hopefully stop a lot of the leaks that we've had up there in the past and keep from doing that. And I haven't heard anything, any major leaks. I haven't heard anything with any computer issues. The SCADA system and all that's working well. Anybody? Oh, Judge Wigington, it's good to see you here. You got anything you'd like to say or add to the conversation?
I just came to see Faye after your meeting.
It's good to have you here. Anybody got any questions while we're all together? Yes, sir.
One quick question, it's a DOT question. Have they mentioned anything about 53 West lately on resurfacing?
No, and they're coming in here.
They'll be here Monday.
Monday.
That's one of my main questions is about resurfacing 53 West, a D-cell lane on
Do we need a little
156.
muscle here or anything?
It is really
It needs it bad.
deteriorating.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yes.
We'll see what they say and then.
How long has it been
official-
since it was paid the last time?
Well, I don't-
Y'all have a record anyway?
I cannot remember.
It
I think it was
never,
20 or more.
it never was paid all
I've
the
been here
way through
14
at one
and haven't been
time.
in that time.
Well, it was from Fairmount to Jasper.
But I got a D-cell lane, Roy, to talk to them about, and where Hyde Road comes into 53, their cross drain's starting to do this, so I gotta bring that up to them. But
Well, they've
that's the
inspected
agenda for that.
The drain there at my house, between, right there on 53,
Mhm.
And there's a problem with it, it's leaking under the drain on it.
Well,
And it's
that
caved
is-
off on the side where I used to mow with the lawnmower. Wants to do this.
The,
When the hide's starting to, the wall
Oh,
on
the
it,
high,
starting to do this.
starting to lean out.
So it's gotta be pretty quick, I think they need to do it, but that's,
That's
all
DOT.
we can do is suggest it.
well, they patched that there at Jerusalem Road, right past it right there. I don't know how many times they've patched that this year. But it's still breaking all to pieces.
We'll put that on the list too.
So they put that treatment.
I mean, it's on
surface treatment-
53, but it's right there at Jerusalem Road.
You know, they put that surface treatment there on 53, out past level on the curves all the way up
Yeah.
to Gordon County. That's the only thing I know they've done.
They've done that twice.
Yeah, they've already done that twice, so.
That's in the last 2 years.
But they'll be here Monday morning, so they're normally here at 9 o'clock on Monday, Roy. You're more than welcome to sit in on that one. And City Jasper usually comes, they send a representative or two in case anybody's got any questions with the DOT. So we'll all be there. Do want to give you a heads up that the mileage, the paving mileage has been going up in Pickens County. I think DOT give us a little more money this time.
Our LMIG money jumped $61,000,
Yeah, so that was
that's almost another mile,
yeah. So that was
close to a
good.
mile.
But any other questions, comments? Well, y'all have a good weekend. Y'all be careful this evening. Thank y'all. Thank you for being here.